From a massive breakout coming for Dogecoin and a huge spike in its transactions to all the latest data and updates, some very important things are happening right now that you need to see. So let's talk about it. So first of all, we are now seeing that cryptos are holding the gains that they got from the recent rally. We can see here that Bitcoin is still moving above 47K, Ethereum is trading around 3.4K, and other altcoins are also doing well. Meanwhile, Doge has retraced a little bit, but the good thing is that it is still moving above the 14 cents level, which is now serving as support for it. Meanwhile, we can see here that the overall market sentiment is still looking pretty positive. The crypto fear and greed index is now sitting around the 56 level, which means that the overall sentiment is now greedy and there is no fear or uncertainty among investors. In short, what we are seeing right now is that investors are now coming into the market as they are feeling more confident. And now let's come to Dogecoin. So it appears that Doge whales are getting more and more active for Doge as there is massive on-chain activity going on for it. As per Into the Block data, Dogecoin whales have been on their toes in the previous 24 hours with a 133% increase in large transactions. These transactions exceed 100K moves, according to Into the Block. Now it is important to note here that large transaction spikes are frequently associated with increased activity from institutional players or whales who are either buying or selling. However, in this case, these whales are actively buying Dogecoin. Another important thing to note here is that according to data published by Doge Whale Alert, Robinhood is now holding almost $6 billion in Dogecoin on behalf of its customers. This equals almost 8 times more in Doge and about 31.5% of the entire Dogecoin supply in circulation. And now, we are seeing more and more confirmation of this massive whale activity for Doge. And it is now expected that Doge could continue its uptrend as on-chain activity on the network is witnessing a massive spike. Analysts are now predicting a rally in Dogecoin as whale transactions climb. So what exactly it means is that a spike in large volume transactions is frequently associated with whale activity. So accumulation by large wallet investors is bullish for Dogecoin. While Dogecoin is now trading above the 14 cents level, seeing this ongoing whale activity for it, it is now expected that there is going to be a broader breakout in Dogecoin's price. And this could send it to 16 cents in the coming days. And talking about Dogecoin's price, we are now seeing that bulls have regained strength over the past few days as Doge witnessed a massive rally. Dogecoin was seen trading within an ascending channel, which is considered to be bullish. Over the past week, Doge has surged close to 26%. It was further fueled by Elon Musk's tweet, which spoke of how he found the idea of replacing Twitter's logo with that of Doge impressive. So post these tweets, Dogecoin registered another double-digit jump in a matter of a day. The volume traded in the previous session was also in green, suggesting that the price action was positive. Meanwhile, the overhead resistance for Doge stood at 16 cents, and Doge traded near that level in the month of February. Now the thing is that continued push from the bulls could cause the coin to revisit this resistance line. And now, we can see on this chart that Dogecoin has been traveling back and forth from the overbought territory. And with the bulls strengthening with each passing day, Doge has continued to secure more and more buyers. We can see here that the relative strength index, which is indicative of buying strength, was parked above the 60 mark. So this reading symbolizes overvalued tendencies for Doge. Correspondingly, the price of Doge was seen trading above the 20-day simple moving average line, which signified a bullish stance. This means that the buyers in the market were responsible for driving the price momentum at the moment. Meanwhile, the MACD of Doge, which indicates the market momentum, is looking very positive. In regards to the other indicators, Dogecoin displayed a chance of moving further up, which is characterized by a bullish momentum in the market. We can see here that the MACD experienced a bullish crossover, and the indicator displayed amplified green histograms suggesting that the market momentum for Doge is still bullish. So what it means is that if Doge manages to break past the 15 cents price mark, the bulls might not fade out just yet. Dogecoin could continue to move in a northbound direction further, and it is now highly likely that it can attempt to trade above its immediate resistance of the 16 cents price level. Now here is another price chart of Doge, and what it is showing is that Dogecoin's latest rebound move now eyes a quick run up toward the 16 to 19 cents area. This is a range that encompasses three resistance levels, including the 20-day EMA, the 50-day EMA, and the 0.618 Fibonacci level. So it means that a definitive rise above this range might result in a sustained upward momentum toward 24 cents, with a target between 30 and 37 cents. Overall, we are now seeing that Dogecoin's current price chart is quite positive. And as previously stated, it is now highly likely that Doge will reach the 37 cents price level pretty soon. And with that being said, let's come to Bitcoin for a minute. So we are now seeing that Bitcoin's remarkable rally continues with prices currently above 47K after upside momentum helped bulls break above the critical resistance zone at 4 to 6K. The upside has seen Bitcoin's weekly candle close above 46K for the first time since the last week of December 2021. The weekly close above 46K is also the first time Bitcoin has closed above the 21-week EMA since November. The last time bulls closed above the EMA in an uptrend was in July 2021, with prices testing highs of 53K. So this means that history is going to repeat itself, and since Bitcoin is now forming similar patterns, we can expect this rally to continue. Meanwhile, we can see here that crypto analyst Marcus Soteriou said that holding the 4 to 6K level might prove pivotal for Bitcoin's short-term direction. He notes that Bitcoin faces some headwinds after this burst. However, the market could see further bullish moves given on-chain metrics such as long-term holder accumulation amid dwindling on exchange reserves. He is saying that Bitcoin is facing heavy resistance, but if it is able to hold above the 4 to 6K level for several days, he is expecting a move to 52K, which is the next key resistance. Moving on, we are now seeing a massive buying spree for Bitcoin and also Ethereum. So we are now seeing that Bitcoin's long-term holder accumulation has reached the highest level as per data from Glassnode. Furthermore, as Bitcoin gives a weekly close above 46K, its short-term capitulation seems to be over. Additional on-chain data shows that the Bitcoin accumulation is pretty strong at this stage. Now seeing this accumulation for Bitcoin, crypto analyst Nicholas Merton is saying that big players are likely being responsible for Bitcoin's recent rip to the upside. He thinks that whales and other institutional investors are not selling their Bitcoin despite macroeconomic and geopolitical uncertainty, and it is the catalyst behind Bitcoin's sudden rise in price. Merton is saying that over the past couple months, there have been so many scares around the macro environment. And all these different topics that got all these people pessimistic made people think that the whales, the large investors, the institutions were going to sell their positions. On the contrary, we didn't see any major whale dumping. In fact, we saw accumulators continue to either buy more or hold. And that is proven here through the one-year hold wave. So this is a very bullish thing for Bitcoin. Meanwhile, crypto analyst Tech Deb believes that one metric is flashing a rare signal that a massive boost for Bitcoin is incoming. In a recent tweet, the analyst shared a Bitcoin chart with 3 week candles and a vortex indicator, a metric that identifies trend reversals for any given asset. Tech Dev said that Bitcoin's 3-week vortex indicator is crossing as the supply last active over 1 year ago exceeds 60%, and this happened after the dormancy flow bottomed. According to Tech Dev, Bitcoin's 2 VI trend lines just crossed for only the third time since 2015, and every single crossing has resulted in a sizable price boost for Bitcoin. So it appears that a massive rally is on the cards for Bitcoin. And on the other hand, crypto trader Peter Brandt recently said that Bitcoin's recent price action is reminiscent of its market structure in April 2019. This was the time when it dropped at 3.5K before igniting the first leg of its bull cycle. So what it means is that if history repeats itself, Bitcoin is going for a massive leg of its bull cycle. And with that being said, let's come to Ethereum for a minute. So Ethereum is now gaining pace above the 3.4K price level, and it appears that its price could continue to rise and might even clear the 3.5K price level. This is because its MACD is now gaining pace in the bullish zone. Similarly, the RSI value is also looking positive as it is sitting above the 50 level. Moreover, we are seeing that the whale accumulation for Ethereum is increasing, and it appears that increased whale demand could trigger a decisive 2022 rally for ETH. And seeing this, experts believe that we could now see enough bullish momentum that takes Ethereum well above 4K. And as for the long-term outlook, it is expected that ETH could possibly hit 6.1K this year. And now coming back to Dogecoin, we have just seen that it has created a very bullish formation on its chart. Meanwhile, whales are also accumulating it. So it appears that Doge is now going to make some massive moves from here. In any case, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section below.